Think Hogwarts Legacy was epic? Wait till you hear what's next. Hey there, fellow witches and wizards. If you're as big a Harry Potter fan as I am, you're in for a real treat today. We've got some amazing updates about the future of the Hogwarts Legacy game and the entire Harry Potter gaming universe. The first game was nothing short of magical, but what's coming next might just blow your socks off. So grab your wand, settle into your favorite chair, and let's dive right in. First things first, let's talk about some challenges brewing in the wizarding world. Warner Brothers has hit a bit of a rough patch with the Fantastic Beasts film series. Despite high hopes, the movies didn't quite capture audiences the way the original Harry Potter films did. They struggled at the box office, and it seems unlikely that the series will continue as originally planned. For fans who were eager to see more of Newt Scamander's adventures, this was a real disappointment. So with the movies not panning out, you might be wondering, what's next for the wizarding world we all love? Will the magic start to fade, or is there something new on the horizon to keep the enchantment alive? Well, here's where things get exciting. Despite the hiccups with the films, Warner Brothers struck gold with Hogwarts Legacy. This game took the world by storm, selling over 30 million copies. That's right, 30 million. It became the best-selling game of 2023 across all platforms and genres. It let us step into the shoes of a Hogwarts student, explore the castle, learn spells, tame magical creatures, and so much more. It was a dream come true for so many of us. Because of this massive success, Warner Brothers is making the sequel to Hogwarts Legacy a top priority. They've seen how much we love immersing ourselves in this world, and they're eager to give us more. The team at Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment is committed to expanding the wizarding world through gaming. They're even working closely with Warner Bros. Television to make sure the stories line up, especially with the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series. This means we'll get a consistent and rich experience across different media. Now, you might be curious about J.K. Rowling's role in all this. While she's not actively managing the franchise, she's kept in the loop about any big changes to the story. This helps keep everything true to the magical universe she created. But that's not all. There are rumors swirling about a possible definitive edition DLC for Hogwarts Legacy. Imagine adding 10 to 15 hours of new content to an already expansive game. We're talking about a new main quest line, side missions, cool new cosmetics, and a bunch of other activities to keep us engaged. While it's not officially confirmed yet, the buzz is that it might cost around $20 to $30 for those who already own the game. And we might see it as early as 2025. Now let's get into the really fun stuff. My personal wish list for the sequel, or any upcoming DLC. These are the things that I think could take the game from amazing to absolutely legendary. First on my list is Quidditch. Seriously, how can we have a Hogwarts game without Quidditch? Flying around on broomsticks, dodging bludgers, chasing the golden snitch? It's a staple of the wizarding world. Adding Quidditch would not only fulfill a long-standing fan desire, but also introduce new gameplay mechanics. Imagine customizing your broom, picking your position, seeker, chaser, beater, or keeper, and competing in a Quidditch Cup. There could even be online multiplayer modes where you play against friends or other players worldwide. Next up, the Tri-Wizard Tournament. I know there might be some timeline issues, but with a bit of creative storytelling, they could make it work. Participating in those thrilling challenges would add so much excitement. Facing dragons, diving into the depths of the Black Lake, navigating a maze filled with magical creatures and traps, it would be epic. Each task could be a major quest, testing our skills and courage. I've also been thinking about exploring other wizarding schools. The Harry Potter universe mentions several magical schools around the world, like Ilvermorny in the United States, Mahutokoro in Japan, Castelo Bruxo in Brazil, and Ouagadougou in Africa. Including these schools could open up entirely new environments, cultures, and magical practices. We could learn new spells unique to each region, encounter different magical creatures, and immerse ourselves in diverse stories. Another idea is expanding the world beyond Hogwarts. Being able to visit iconic locations like Little Hangleton, where Voldemort's family history unfolds, or Privet Drive, giving us a glimpse into the Muggle world, would be fascinating. Exploring the Ministry of Magic could open up new quests involving magical law enforcement or mysteries to solve. Now let's talk about gameplay enhancements. Continuing our journey into the 6th and 7th years at Hogwarts, would allow for character growth and more advanced studies. We could learn higher-level spells, take on challenging exams, and maybe even prepare for NEWTs. Making NPCs more interactive would make the world feel more alive. Forming friendships or rivalries could impact the storyline, unlock special quests, or affect how other characters react to us. Crafting Polyjuice Potion could introduce stealth elements to the game. Disguising ourselves as other characters might allow us to access restricted areas or gather information undetected. Raising the level cap and adding more talents would let us further customize our character's abilities. We could specialize in different branches of magic, like dueling, potion making, or caring for magical creatures. Adding more side quests would keep the game fresh and engaging. These could range from helping a fellow student with a problem to investigating mysterious occurrences around the castle. Introducing consequences for using dark magic would add moral complexity. If we choose to use unforgivable curses, it could affect our character's appearance, reputation, and even the game's ending. Becoming an animagus would be incredible. Choosing an animal form could offer new ways to explore the environment. Each animal could have unique abilities. Birds can fly to high places, small animals can fit into tight spaces, and so on. Incorporating a time turner could introduce time-based puzzles and quests. We might need to revisit past events to solve current problems or prevent certain outcomes. An enhanced morality system would make our choices more impactful. Aligning with different factions or sticking to personal ethics could unlock different story paths and endings. More spell variety is always welcome. Learning and mastering new spells keeps combat and exploration interesting. Perhaps we could even discover or invent new spells, adding a creative element to our magical studies. Pursuing a wizarding career after graduation would extend the game's life beyond school years. Whether becoming an auror, a professor, or a magizoologist like Newt Scamander, each career path could offer unique quests and challenges. And of course, being able to cast a Patronus would not only be visually stunning, but could serve practical purposes like defending against Dementors or other dark creatures. Now, some of you might be thinking, but isn't the Triwizard Tournament only supposed to happen every few years? And wasn't it discontinued for a long time? And you're right. In the Harry Potter lore, the tournament was suspended due to the high risk to student safety and was only reinstated during Harry's 4th year. But with some creative tweaks, the game developers could introduce a similar competition or perhaps a new event altogether. The key is to capture that sense of adventure and high-stakes challenges that made the Triwizard Tournament so thrilling. When it comes to exploring other wizarding schools, there's also the question of how our character would travel to these distant places. Maybe there's an exchange program, or perhaps we stumble upon a magical artifact that allows intercontinental travel. The possibilities are endless, and each option opens up new storytelling opportunities. Expanding the game world to include iconic locations raises another interesting point. How do we get there? The original game already includes methods of fast travel, like Floo-Powder networks. Introducing port keys or even the night bus could make traveling to new areas both fun and immersive. On the topic of gameplay enhancements, an improved morality system could tie into the house point system. Our actions could affect not just our personal journey, but also the standing of our house. This would add another layer of responsibility and consequence to our choices. For those interested in the darker side of magic, the game could offer a storyline where you're tempted by dark forces. Accepting or resisting could lead to different quests, abilities, and endings. This kind of branching narrative would significantly increase replay value. Another exciting possibility is the inclusion of multiplayer elements. Imagine teaming up with friends to tackle challenging quests, explore hidden dungeons, or compete in friendly duels. While the main story could remain single-player to maintain a focused narrative, optional multiplayer activities could add a whole new dimension to the game. Finally, let's consider the role of magical creatures. The first game let us rescue and care for various beasts. Expanding on this, the sequel could introduce breeding, more in-depth creature interactions, and even allow us to use creatures in combat or exploration. Picture riding a hippogriff across vast landscapes or having a loyal niffler help you find hidden treasures. So there you have it. The future of Hogwarts Legacy and the Harry Potter gaming world is brimming with potential. The success of the first game has opened up so many possibilities, and it seems like Warner Brothers is keen to explore them. Whether it's bringing in Quidditch, introducing other magical schools, or adding deeper gameplay mechanics. There's so much that could make the next installment truly magical. As fans, our enthusiasm and ideas can make a real difference. Sharing what we'd love to see can help shape the future of these games. I, for one, can't wait to see what they come up with next. What features do you want to see in the next Hogwarts Legacy game? Let me know in the comments below.